Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon to all. This is your mathematics section for grade 7th. How are you all? Yeah, hope you are all fine and safe. By the way, we have completed our first unit, first chapter. And our first unit, our first chapter is integer. We have completed the integers. You're having midterm exam, right? So this is the revision for midterm exam. Okay. Today we are going to see. Today we are going to revise properties of addition and properties of subtraction. Make use of it. Okay. So first our unit name is number system. Under the number system, our first chapter name is integers. Okay. First, what is natural numbers? You all know what is natural numbers. Natural numbers means it starts from the number 1. It starts from the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. This is natural number. We will denote the natural number by the letter n. Okay. Natural number starts from the number 1, 2, 3. It will goes on. It will be denoted by the letter n. Okay. This is natural numbers. Next, it is whole number. What is whole numbers? You all know what is whole numbers? Yes, very good. Whole number starts from the number 0. Okay. Whole number starts from the number 0. It starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be going on. Denoted by the letter W. Okay. Natural numbers denoted by the letter N and whole numbers denoted by the letter W. Understand? Okay. These are all about natural numbers and whole numbers. Next is integers. Before getting in the topic, first we are going to learn what is negative integer, what is positive integer. Okay, because integer is a collection of natural numbers 0 and negative numbers. Okay, integer is a collection of natural numbers 0 and negative numbers. You all know what is natural numbers, right? What is natural numbers? Natural number starts from the number 1, right? It will start from the number 1, so it is natural number. 0, you know what is 0. Then what is negative numbers? What is negative numbers? What is negative numbers? Okay, for that we need to draw a number line. Okay, first draw a number line. The center you will put 0. Right side of 0 you will be putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Left side of 0 you will be mentioning the numbers with the sign minus, right? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. What's the name of this number? What is the name of these numbers? These numbers are called negative numbers. What is negative numbers? Number with the sign minus is called negative numbers. Number with the sign plus is called positive numbers. If the numbers are not having any sign, means consider it as plus. Okay, plus. Consider it is having the plus sign. Okay, these are all positive numbers. These are all negative numbers. Now say what is integers? Integer is a collection of natural number 0 and negative number. These are all the integers, right? Integer is a collection of natural numbers. Natural number means starts from number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Then 0 and negative number. So it will be denoting by the letter Z. Okay, integers are denoted by the letter Z. So Z is equal to minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay, this is integer. What is integer? Tell me again. Integer is a collection of natural number 0 and negative numbers. Understand? Yes. Okay, our next heading is rules for adding and subtracting integers. Rules for adding and subtracting the integer. Very, very important basic rule. Okay. So first one is same sign. If two numbers are having same sign, means what will you do? If the same sign means both the numbers are having plus sign or minus sign, plus plus or minus minus. Okay, that is the same sign. If both the numbers are having same sign, means what will you do? What will you do? Already I have teached. What will you do? Yes, very good. We will add. Yes. Here, see the example. Plus 2, plus 3. Both the numbers are having same sign. So, what will you do? You need to add. Yes, very good. So, 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, see another one example. Minus 3, minus 2. Minus 3, minus 2. Here also both the numbers are having same sign. Which sign is here? The sign is minus, right? So, both the numbers are having same sign means what will you do? The both the numbers are having same sign means you need to add both the numbers. Okay, first add the numbers. 3 plus 2 is 5 and put the same sign here. Which sign is here? Both the numbers are having minus sign, so put the same sign, minus 5. Understand? Do you all understand? If both the numbers are having same sign means we need to add the numbers and put the same sign. This is the rule. Understand? Understand? Yes. Next, different sign. Different sign means one number is having plus sign, another number is having minus sign. That is different sign. One number is having plus, another number is having minus. Otherwise, one number is having minus sign, other number is having plus sign. This is different sign. In this case, what will you do? Different sign. What will you do, da? Already I heard told. What will you do? Yes, you need to subtract. Here, see the example. Plus 2 minus 4. Plus 2 minus 4. One number is having plus sign, that is positive sign. One number is having minus sign, that is negative sign. In this case, what will you do? We need to subtract. Okay, first subtract both the numbers. What is 4 minus 2? Simply subtract from greater number to smaller number. 4 minus 2 is 4 minus 2 is 2 and put the greater number sign. Okay, which number is greater here? 2 or 4? Which is the greater number? Here the greater number is 4, right? What is the sign for 4? The sign for 4 is minus. So our answer is minus 2. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Have you all understand? Yes. See one more example. Minus 6 plus 2. Here also both the numbers are having different sign. So what will you do? First we need to subtract both the numbers. 6 minus 2 is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. Then put the greater number sign. Here which is the greater number? 6 or 2? The greater number is 6. Right? What is the sign for 6? The sign for 6 is minus. So our answer is minus 4. Understand? Yes. This is a rule for adding and subtracting the integer. If both the numbers are having same sign, means you need to add and put the same sign. If both the numbers are having different sign, means you need to subtract both the numbers and put the greater number sign. Don't forget this, keep it in mind. Okay. Okay, next heading is properties of addition. Okay, next heading is properties of addition. Under properties of addition, we are having totally 5 properties. Okay, they are closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive identity, and additive inverse. Totally 5 properties are there. What are they? Closure property, commutative property, associative property, additive identity, and additive inverse. These are all the 5 properties. Okay. Okay, now first property is closure property. First, for closure property, you need to take any 2 integers. Okay, if a comma b be any 2 integers, then a plus b is also an integer. This is the property. You need to learn these 2 lines and one example also. For exam they will ask define closure property with one example. At that time, you need to write the first 2 lines. If a comma b be any 2 integer, then a plus b is also an integer. Put on example and write on 2 values and prove the property. Okay, this is the model. First, closure property. If a comma b be any 2 integer, then a plus b is also an integer. For closure property, we are going to take any 2 integers. Then we are going to prove a plus b is also an integer. When you are adding 2 integer, whether we are getting the integer or not, that one we are going to check. Okay, so example, take the value for a is 5, value for b is 4. Just add both the values, that is a plus b. 5 plus 4, 5 plus 4. What is 5 plus 4? 5 plus 4 is 9. Whether 9 is an integer or not? 9 is an integer or not? Yes, it is an integer. So, closure property is true under addition. Understand? This is the first property. If a comma b be any 2 integers, then a plus b is also an integer. Finally, you need to write this step. Okay, closure property is true under addition. Understand? Okay, our next property is commutative property. Commutative property. Here also we are going to take any 2 integers. If a comma b be any 2 integer, then a plus b is equal to b plus a is also an integer. A comma b be any 2 integer, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. We are going to prove a plus b is equal to b plus a. Okay. So take the value for a is minus 6, value for b is 7. So what is the property? A plus b is equal to b plus a. So minus 6 plus 7, value for a is minus 6, value for b is 7. So minus 6 plus 7 is equal to 7 plus minus 6, 7 plus minus 6, that is b plus a, 7 plus minus 6. So minus 6 plus 7 is equal to 7 minus 6, 7 minus into plus into minus is minus, right? So minus 6 plus 7 is equal to 7 minus 6. What is minus 6 plus 7? Both the numbers are having different signs. So what will you do? You need to subtract both the numbers. Very good. So 7 minus 6, 1, and put the greater number sign. Here which number is greater? Which number is greater? The greater number is 7. What is the sign for 7? The sign for 7 is plus. So plus 1 is equal to 7 minus 6 is 1. Whether we are getting the same answer on left side and right side? Yes, in the left side and right side we are getting this, seeing the same answer, 1 and 1. So commutative property is true under addition. This is a commutative property. Understand? Have you all understand? Yes. Our third property is associative property. For the first two properties, we have taken only two integer. For associative property, we are going to take any three integer. Okay. In associative property, we are going to take any three integer. If a comma b comma c be any three integer, then a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. This is the condition. Okay, very important. If a comma b comma c be any three integer, then a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Then substitute the value for a as 5, value for b is minus 9, and value for c is 10. Substitute all the values in the equation. Okay, that is 5 plus minus 9 plus 10 is equal to 5 plus minus 9 plus 10. When you are simplifying all the times, you will be getting the answer 6 and 6. So 6 is equal to 6. We are getting the same answer. So associative property is true under addition. The main thing is this one, this line, this condition. A plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. If a comma b comma c be any three integer, then a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Understand? Our next property is additive identity. For any integer a, 0 is the additive identity. For any integer a, 0 is the additive identity. When you are adding 0 to any number means what is the answer? When you are adding 0 to any number means what is the answer? We will be getting the same answer, right? A plus 0 is 0. A 0 plus a is also a plus 0 is a, and 0 plus a also a. So when you are adding 0 to any number means you will be getting the same number. Okay, so 0 is the additive identity. Here see, we are taking the value for a is 5. 5 plus 0. What is 5 plus 0? What is 5 plus 0? 5 plus 0 is 5, right? So 0 plus 5 is also 5. So for any integer a, 0 is the additive identity. Understand? Okay, next one is additive inverse. For any integer a, minus a is the additive inverse. Okay, for any integer a, minus a is the additive integer. What is additive integer for minus 5? Additive inverse for minus 5, 5 is minus 5. It's just opposite to the number. For 12, it is minus 12. For 6, it is minus 6. So, for any integer a, minus a is the additive inverse. It is just opposite to that number. 5 minus 5, 12 minus 12, 6 minus 12. We have completed. Understand? Okay, we have completed the properties of addition. Next topic is properties of subtraction. Okay. Okay, the next heading is properties of subtraction. Okay, properties of subtraction. We have completed properties of addition. Next one is properties of subtraction. Under properties of subtraction, totally we are having 4 properties. Okay, under properties of addition, we have learned how many properties? 5 properties. Under properties of subtraction, we are going to learn 4 properties. First one is closure property, commutative property, associative property, and identity property. Okay, closure property, commutative property, associative property, and identity property. First one is a closure property. What is closure property? It is what we have learned in the additive closure property of addition. If a comma b be any two integer, then a plus b is also an integer. For subtraction, same. Okay, if a comma b be any two integer, then a minus b is also an integer. If a comma b be any two integer, then a minus b is also an integer. This is the first property, that is closure property. Next, we are going to check both the values. Next, we are going to check whether we are getting, when you are subtracting two integer, we are getting the integer or not. Okay, if a comma b be any two integer, then a minus b is also an integer. Value for a is 14, value for b is 5. A minus b, that is 14 minus 5 is equal to 9. So the 9 is an integer or not? 9 is an integer or not? Yes, it is an integer. So closure property is true under subtraction. What is the first property? It is closure property. If a comma b be any two integer, then a minus b is also an integer. A is equal to 14, b is equal to 5. Then a minus b, that is 14 minus 5 is 9. So closure property is true under subtraction. Understand? Okay. Our next property is commutative property. Our next property is commutative property. If a comma b be any two integer, then a minus b is not equal to b minus a. This is a commutative property of subtraction. If a comma b be any two integer, then a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Okay, first check it. A value for a is 5, value for b is 4. First one, a minus b, that is 5 minus 4. Value for a is 5, value for b is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1, right? Next, b minus a, that is 4 minus 5. 4 minus 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. What is 4 minus 5 here? One number is having plus sign, another number is having minus sign, right? So first subtract both the numbers and put the greater number sign. Here 5 is a greater number, so the value for 5 is, sign for 5 is minus, so it is minus 1. See the first part here, the sign for 5 is plus, so our answer is plus 1. Here 4 minus 5, sign for 5 is minus, so it is minus 1. Whether 1 and minus 1 is equal, when whether 1 and minus 1 are equal, it is not equal, so LHS is not equal to RHS. LHS is nothing but left hand side, okay? LHS is left hand side and RHS is right hand side. A minus b is not equal to b minus a, so commutative property is not true under subtraction. Understand? This is the commutative property of subtraction. Next one is the associative property. For associative property, we are going to take any three integers. If a comma b comma c be any three integer, then a minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b minus c. If a comma b comma c be any three integer, then a minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b minus c. Okay, value for a is 1, value for c 2, value for c 4, value for a is 1, value for b is 2, and value for c is 4. Substitute the value in the above condition, that is a minus b minus c. First take the left hand side, that is a minus b minus c, that is 1 minus 2 minus 4. 1 minus 2 is minus 1 minus 4. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. This is the value for left side. Next right side, that is a minus b minus c, that is 1 minus 2 minus 4. 1 minus of minus 2, minus into minus plus, so 1 plus 2 is 3. Here the value is minus 5, here the value is 3. Whether both the answers are same, left side and right side, we are getting the same answer or not? We are not getting the same answer. So associative property is not true under subtraction. Understand? This is the associative property. Then our third property is identity property. Okay, the third property is identity property. For any integer a minus 0 is not equal to 0 minus a. What we have learned in the additive identity, a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a, right? But here a minus 0 is not equal to 0 minus a. Value for a is 2, that is a minus 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. What is 0 minus 2? 0 minus 2 is minus 2. Okay, so 2 and minus 2 are not same, so a minus 0 is not equal to 0 minus a. For any integer a minus 0 is not equal to 0 minus a. This is the fourth property. Okay, totally how many properties are there? There are 4 properties. First one is closure property, second one commutative property, third one associative, and fourth one is identity property. These are all the properties of subtraction. Okay, our next question is example 2, page number 10. Example 2, page number 10. Okay, this is a word problem. Listen carefully. An insect is at a point A on a wall. It crawls up 4 inches and then slides down by 5 inches. The insect then again crawls up 6 inches. How many inches above or below the point A is the insect now? Okay, there is one insect at a point A on a wall. There is an insect at a point A on a wall. First it is crawls up 4 inches. Crawls means nothing but moving upwards. It crawls up 4 inches. It is moving upwards. So we are mentioning it by the sign plus, okay, because it is moving upward means upward, no? So we are taking the sign as plus. It moves upwards up 4 inches, so plus 4, and then slides down by 5 inches. Slides down means it is sliding downwards, okay, it is coming downwards, so I am taking it as minus, so minus 5. The insect then again crawls up 6 inches. Then the insect is again moving upwards for 6 inches. Okay, the insect then again crawls up 6 inches. How many inches above or below the point A is the insect now? This is a question. Have you all understand the question? There is an insect on a point A on a wall. First it is moving upward for 4 inches, then it is sliding down 5 inches, then again it is moving down 6 inches. We are going to find the final position of the insect. Okay, so first insect moves up. Insect moves up. At first, how many inches it is moving upwards? It is moving up 4 inches, so plus 4. Next, then slides down by 5 inches, so insect moves down is equal to 5. So it is moving downwards, it is minus 5. Then insect then again crawls up. Insect moves up is equal to plus 4. Again it is moving upwards, right? So insect moves up is equal to plus 6. We are going to find the final position of the insect. So final position of the insect is equal to, we are going to add all the values, all the numbers, that is plus 4, minus 5, plus 6. Okay, plus 4, minus 5 and plus 6. One more easy, this is correct. One more easy method is there. First add the same sign numbers. Okay, plus 4 and plus 6, both the numbers are having same sign. No, same sign means what will you do? Same sign means what will you do? We will be adding. 4 plus 6 is 10. So 10 minus 5. What is 10 minus 5? 10 minus 5 is 5, right? So plus 5. So we are getting the answer plus 5. Both are same. If you are doing like this means it will be easy. First just add these two same sign numbers, plus 4 and plus 6. Plus 4 and plus 6 is 10. Write the remaining number. 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. This is also easy. I am explaining this method also. 4 minus 5. 4 plus 4 minus 5. Both the numbers are having different sign. So you need to subtract. 4 minus 5 is 1 and put the greater number sign. Here which number is greater? Minus 5 is having the greater number, so minus 1 plus 6. Then again subtract both the numbers, we are getting the answer plus 5. Okay, so the insect is 5 inches above point A because we are getting the answer in plus sign. So the insect is 5 inches above point A. Understand? Okay, now our next question, example 3. Okay, example 3, page number 10. The temperature on the winter morning at a hill station was minus 5 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, it rose by 7 degrees Celsius. By evening, it had fallen by another 5 degrees Celsius. What was the temperature in the evening? Okay, it is a winter morning. The temperature is minus 5 degrees Celsius. So temperature in the morning is minus 5 degrees Celsius. Then in the afternoon it rose by 7 degrees Celsius. Rose means, what is the meaning for rose? It is a past tense of rise. Okay, rise means it is increasing. Yes, in the afternoon it rose by 7 degrees Celsius. So it is increasing. No, so I am mentioning it by the sign plus. So plus 7 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon it is increasing by 7 degrees Celsius. So it is plus 7 degrees Celsius. So temperature in the afternoon is plus 7 degrees Celsius. By evening it had fallen by another 5 degrees Celsius. At evening it is fallen by another 5 degrees Celsius. It is decreasing. So temperature in the evening is minus 5 degrees Celsius because it is falling. Falling means decreasing. So minus 5 degrees Celsius. We need to find what was the temperature in the evening. What is the final temperature? Okay. For that, temperature in the evening is equal to, we are going to add this all the numbers. Minus 5 plus 7 minus 5. Minus 5 plus 7 minus 5. Here also I am telling the easy calculation. First add the same sign numbers. Minus 5 minus 5. What is minus 5 minus 5? Minus 5 minus 5 is minus 10, right? Minus 5 minus 5 is minus 10 plus 7. Minus 10 plus 7. Both the numbers are having different sign. What will you do? We need to subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3 and put the greater number sign here. 10 is the greater number, so it is minus 3 degree Celsius. Both are same. Here I have simplified the first two numbers. Minus 5 plus 7 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Both are same. Okay. So temperature in the evening is minus 3 degrees Celsius. This is your answer. Have you all understand? So temperature in the evening is minus 3 degree Celsius. Okay. What we have revised today? Today we have revised basic rules of adding and subtracting the integers, then properties of addition, properties of subtraction, and two word problems. Okay, today you must learn these all the problems. Okay, learn all the problems. Okay, uh, and practice all the problem. Okay, students. Okay, thank you all. Thank you.